What's going on, guys? Here's another video for you. This is my Brian Jonestown Massacre collection. Brian Jonestown is a psychedelic rock group that started in California around like 1995. This is going to be a long video because they have a lot of fucking full lengths, and I have just about all of them, so I'm going to go through the ones that I think are good fairly quickly, and the ones that I really, really love, I'll elaborate a little bit more on. So let's get started here. In the beginning, in 1995, they released Methadrone? Yeah, Methadrone, which I have on... thought I have it. Don't I have it? Yeah, here it is. Which I have on vinyl. This is a very good first release. There's a lot of shoegaze elements on here. I like how like raw it is. A lot of their early stuff is very raw. Like just kind of, you could tell like, that's kind of like that like garage kind of feel to it. I love the song Evergreen, Wisdom's great, Crushed, That Girl's Suicide. Those four alone right there are just like fucking classics. Wasted, you know, Hyperventilation's awesome. And then there's some that are kind of like just kind of good, like nothing amazing. I'd give this a 8 out of 10. It's a very solid first release. So then after that, in 1995, the same year, they released Space Girl and Other Favorites, which is a shorter one for them. It only has like, it only has like 9 songs, but there's a lot of really fucking good songs on here. They have Crushed on here again, which was on the first album. Excellent song. That Girl's Suicide, which was also on the first album. I kind of don't like when they do that. They do that with a lot of their first albums. They use songs from other albums, and sometimes they re-record it or whatever. So, but it's not like my favorite thing. Deep in the Devil's Eye and You is one of my favorite songs they've ever written. I love how Wall of Noise, kind of My Bloody Valentine sounding that song is. Space Girl and Space Girl Revisited are awesome. This is one of my favorites. Definitely might be their best of their old material. I listen to this all the time. I'd give this easily like a 9.5 out of 10. Brian Jonestown's one of my favorite bands of all time. They don't have any bad albums. I'll just put that out there. So then 1996, Take It From the Man. I think I have that on CD. Take It From the Man. I know I should have organized these a bit better before. Yeah. Take It From the Man. I have got this on the CD a while ago. There's a lot of really good songs on here. The song Who is a staple for them. It's one of their most popular songs. Vacuum Boots is great. Love the guitar in that. But then there's like David Bowie, I Love You. I'm not a big fan of that. Straight Up and Down is awesome. Take It From the Man, the title track is really cool. Has some cool like having a campfire kind of vibe to it. Kind of like, you know, camping and shit like that. Monkey Puzzle's cool, Fucker's cool. And then like Cabin Fever, I'm not crazy about. The Beast song, My Man Sid. They're all kind of like eh. So there's definitely some eh stuff on here, but as a whole, this is a very good album. It's not as good as Space Girl, but I like it a lot. I'd give this an 8 out of 10. And so after that, they released Their Satanic Majesty's Second Request, which I actually don't have. It's one of 2 I don't have. I don't know why I don't have it. It's a very good album. I think it's just, again, one of those things where it's just like, I'm not super rushed, don't feel rushed to like get it, because I know it's pretty like easily, you know, readily available pretty much wherever. But it starts off with an intro, which I find really annoying. It's like some warped acid trip shit that's just, I don't know, it's just really obnoxious. But then Donovan Said is awesome. In India, You is awesome. No Come Down. Jesus is a great song, and more like campfire feel to that. And then like Miss June 75 is okay. Anemone is like probably their biggest song. That's a great song. Everyone knows that. I sound like Trump. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it. Bad Baby I'm not crazy about. And then the other baby songs are kind of eh. But yeah, it's a good album. I enjoy it. I'd give it another 8 out of 10. So then after that, in 1990, what does that say? 1996, they released Thank God for Mental Illness, which this is another fucking fantastic album. I love like every song on here. Spanish Bee, It Girl, Ballad of Jim Jones, so awesome. And then the final song in here is like 30 minutes, and it's compiled of like 5 or 6 songs. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, it's all good. Too Crazy to Care, Talk Action Equals Shit, True Love, stuff like that. Excellent album. Definitely one of the best of their early albums. Probably second only to Space Girl and Other Favorites. There's a ton of good songs in here, and I like it a lot better than this one. So yeah, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. Very good stuff. And then after that, 1997, I think, yeah, I have this one. Give It Back. I like this album a lot too. Satellite is great. I love, oh yeah, I forgot. Not If You Were the Last Dandy on Earth is on this album, which any of you familiar with the movie Dig know that song. Very good song. Servo is classic. They always play that live. That's on here. Supersonic is awesome. Malella, whatever, is very good. Yeah, it's a good album. It's not as good as like Space Girl and those, but definitely has some classic songs. Like I said, they really don't have a bad album. So again, another 8 out of 10. There's like 1 or 2 clunkers, but for the most part, it's good. And then 1998, they released Strung Out in Heaven, which I always kind of overlooked this album. I don't know why, but it's actually really, really good. I have this on CD. Going to Hell is a fucking awesome, strangely uplifting song, given the title. Let's Pretend It's Summer is awesome. Wasting Away, Jennifer. Dawn is from one of their earlier albums. So is Wisdom. Lantern's a good song. Yeah, very good album. Super, super solid. I would give this probably an 8.5 out of 10. It's definitely one of their better ones, and I don't know why I overlooked it for so long. And then after that, Bravery, Repetition, and Noise, I have this on vinyl. This is an excellent, excellent fucking album. I love every song on here. Just for Today, Telegram, Stolen, Open Heart Surgery, they're all so memorable and timeless. Nevertheless, Sailor, they always play Nevertheless and Sailor live. You've Been Disconnected is awesome. That's such a good song. Leave Nothing for Sancho, Let Me Stand Next to Your Flower are great. And then If I Love You and I Love You Always, I'm not that big into because they're just really cheesy and a little cringe at times. I like the musicianship's good, but then they have a remix of If I Love You and they kind of extend it, jam out at the end, which is always cool. So yeah, I'd give this an easy 9 out of 10. If it weren't for those last like 2 songs, I'd probably give it like a 9.5. After that, what is after that? And This Is Our Music in 2003. I have that on CD, I think. Is this it? Yeah. This one's very, very fucking awesome. So many good riffs on this album. You have When Jokers Attack, Prozac versus Heroin, Geezers, You Look Great When I'm Fucked Up, Here It Comes, A New Low and Getting High. There's so many good songs in here. I will say the first like 1 or 2 songs outside of the intro are kind of It's a little too slow. Not bad again, but not as good as the rest of the album. And there's some really, really good songs in here. Specifically Geezers, When Jokers Attack, A New Low and Getting High. Great, great stuff. 9 out of 10, easy. So then after that, they had like a 5-year gap, which is odd. In 2008, they came out with one tripped out fucking album, man. My Bloody Underground. Now, this is a very polarizing album. Some people just do not like it at all. And I kind of understand because it's like, you want music that's like, sounds like a fucking acid trip. Forget Tame Impala, forget fucking, you know, fucking, whatever, any of those bands. This is fucking psychedelia as far as I'm concerned. The production is just so, I mean, again, lack of a better term, completely tripped out. I love the production on it, how like the vocals blend in with everything. There's so many good songs. I actually can't say some of the song titles on here because I think they made like a mini documentary about this album, and he said he was on a cocktail. Anton said he was on a cocktail of like Coke, fucking Molly, you know, all types of shit, and they came out with this. I will say, this is one of my favorite albums by them, easily. I love the song, Who Cares Why? I love Bring Me the Head of Paul McCartney. Infinite Wisdom Tooth, it's like this shoegaze fucking phenomenal track. Yeah is the one song here they play live sometimes. Golden Frost, Like Kicking Jesus is awesome, so noisy, but it works so well. Automatic Blank for the People, number 10, is such a good fucking song. The atmosphere in that and the layering and the wall of sound is so fucking cool. And then Darkwave Driver, that it's just one riff repeated for like almost 8 minutes, but god damn is it catchy and it's fucking unique as shit. I've never heard anything like it. Yeah, so long fucking album, but this is a 9.5 out of 10. I absolutely love this album. And then after that, in 2010, they released another pretty fucking tripped out album. Not as tripped out as that one, but Who Killed Sergeant Pepper? Excellent, excellent album. So many good songs on here. He brings on some Icelandic singers to guest in some tracks. So you have Tempo 116 is a great opener. Let's Go Fucking Mental was his response to hearing like a crowd at a soccer game and how it's just like bizarre and, you know, hence the title of the song, Let's Go Fucking Mental. This is the first of Your Last Warning, has an awesome drum beat. I love the guest vocals in that. This is the one thing we did not want to have happen. Another great song. I love the chorus in that. It's such great pummeling energy. The One is awesome. Someplace Else Unknown is really, really dark and really infectious. I love that song. And then Decca is kind of like, kind of ruins the vibe. Super Fucked is great. Our Time, Feel It, Felt Pictures of UFOs. This is another 9.5 for me. I absolutely love this album. So then, oops. After that, in 2012, they released Aufheben, which has like a very Ancient Aliens kind of vibe to the album, hence the artwork. And Panic in Babylon kind of just reminds me of... I have a feeling he was like into like Aliens or something around this time. Yeah, it's a very good album though. I love the first song, Panic in Babylon. I love the second song, which I can't pronounce. Illuminomi is great. I Want to Hold Your Other Hand. Stairway to the Best Party in the Universe. There's a lot of really, really good songs on here. Waking Up to Hand Grenades is awesome. It's a different album for them. They're getting, they get like really, really atmospheric with this one in kind of almost like a mystical kind of way, which is pretty cool. They don't often do that. So this album definitely kind of stands on its own in its own way. So yeah, I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. Very, very good, solid album. After that, in 2014, they released Revelation. This is actually the first album I ever bought for them, and there's a shit ton of really good songs on here. The first song, Van Hande, Med Dem or whatever, What You Isn't. Love the lyrics on that, love the groove. There's a lot of synth on here of like horns and like just different horn instruments, which is really cool. It's super catchy. Days, Weeks, and Moths is awesome. Food for Clouds, Fistful of Bees. There's so many good songs on here. The one song that I thought was kind of is number 3, Unknown. I felt like it was kind of unnecessary. But again, excellent album. So many memorable riffs and melodies. Another 8.5 out of 10, easily. In 2015, they released music to film Imagine, which I don't have because I don't really want it. It's just like a soundtrack, and I'm not really interested in that. It's whatever. I listened to it once, and I couldn't really name you a song. So, I don't know. I'd give it like probably a 6 out of 10. After that, they released in 2015 mini album Thingy Wingy, which I think is this one, right? Yeah, this is the one with Pish, the song Pish on here, which is just as popular, if not more, than Anemone. They always play that. Leave It Alone is great. Mandrake Handshake's good. This is a rather short album. I think it's only like 30-something minutes, but it's solid. There's some clunkers, like Prissy is kind of and then Get Some is pretty cringe. I'd probably give this like, it's still, I don't know. I'd give this like a 7.5. It's good. I mean, for Pish and Leave It Alone, it's worth it. And then in 2016, they released Third World Pyramid, which I love this album. It's so good. I love like the surf rock guitar throughout. Third World, the title track is awesome. Lunar Surf Graveyard is fucking awesome. I love the title of that song. It's so cool. And the guitar fits the atmosphere perfectly. Government Beard, of course, is great. And I can't remember which one, because this was just a lot of shit to remember with Brian Jonestown, being that they have so many albums. But there's a 9-minute song on here, or it might be like 10 minutes, and I think it's towards the end, and it's really fucking awesome. I love the jamming out they do at the end. This is a really, really solid album. I listen to this often, and the whole thing is really good. So I'd give this a 9 out of 10. All right, almost done here. Jesus. 2017, Don't Get Lost. This is a very trip-hop influenced album. Open Minds Now Closed is very repetitive and very minimalistic, but you know my stance on things like that. I love the bass line in it. Resist Much, Obey Little is such a good song. I love the groove. Speaking of groove, Groove is in the Heart, another excellent song. Throbbing Gristle is awesome. Fact 67 has an awesome Americana kind of guitar in it. Nothing New to Trash Like You. There's a lot of really good songs in here. I know some people who don't like this album too much, but I actually really like the direction they took in it, with more of the kind of trip-hoppy stuff. And then there's like just some like instrumental kind of psychedelia stuff, but it's short. They don't like drag on like, you know, like some of like Psychic Ills' earlier work or whatever. So yeah, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. I like this one a lot. Something else in 2018. This one is, I saw them on tour for this. It's a good album. I can see why some people don't like it. The production is a bit stale, but Hold That Thought is awesome. I love the riff in that. Who Dreams of Cats is like one of my favorite songs by them. Silent Stream is an awesome like 9-minute closer. There's some really good songs in here, but yeah, I will say that production is a little bit stale, leaves a little bit to be desired, so I'd probably give this a 7.5 out of 10. After that, in 2019, they released the Brian Jonestown Massacre, self-titled. This one has so many good songs on it. Drained is always in rotation for me. I love the lyrics in that, the groove and everything. The production is awesome. I'm not a big fan of My Mind Is Filled With Stuff, the instrumental. They could have just left that off. It's kind of unnecessary. Cannot Be Saved, the single is very good. A Word is an excellent song. I saw that live. I love that song. And then We Never Had a Chance has like some of the best lyrics you'll ever hear in like any song. It's such a fucking fantastic song, man. And then the last three are very good, but they kind of are short and they kind of go by like quick. But yeah, I really like this album a lot. It's a little short, but whatever. I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. And so the last two full lengths. Fire Doesn't Grow on Trees, with this awesome album cover. The Real is an excellent song, very uplifting. Ineffable Mindfuck is awesome. I love the music video for that. The groove is so good. It's about being free, really. You Think I'm Joking, Number One Lucky Kitty, Wait a Minute. There's a lot of really good songs in here, and I really appreciate this album because it's very, very uplifting. I think it was Anton's response to just like post-pandemic bullshit, and he did a really good job on this. I guess 8.5 out of 10. And their latest full length, The Future Is Your Past, very, very good album. Very interesting songs in here, especially as the carousel swings. I like the atmosphere in that. It's really interesting. The Mother of All Fuckers, Your Mind Is My Cafe is an instant classic. Fudge, I love that song. It's so good. Nothing Can Stop the Sound has a really cool kind of, like 70s vibe to it. And yeah, it's a very good album. I don't know if I like it as much as Fire Doesn't Grow on Trees, but it's a very, very good album. I'd give this probably an 8 out of 10. It's good stuff. And so, aside from that, I forgot, I have one or two other things. Yeah, I have this that they just released late last year. 2-song 10-inch with one song is like only 4.5 minutes and the other one is 11 minutes. It's the Abandoned Ship Martian Meltdown mix, and that is one of the best songs they've ever written, period. I cannot get enough of that song, and I had the pleasure of seeing it live. It was so fucking good. I can't even begin to describe. Just an absolutely amazing song. And then I have this little dopey thing that I got for 99 cents at a record store. It's just the Love single with the Wasting Away demo, and then This Is Why You Love Me. I actually, to be honest with you, I haven't even listened to this. I just got it and I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, that's my Brian Jonestown collection. Whew. A lot of shit. Excellent, excellent band. Unfortunately, Anton had his little blow up on stage in Australia late last year, and no one's heard from him, and hopefully they play again someday, because they're one of the best bands, period, ever. Anton is an absolute genius. I'm a Brian Jonestown Massacre fan for life. Just an amazing fucking band. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.